The maze challenge is all about challenging one's ability to see both the overall task and the individual sequential components that need to be accomplished to complete that task. As its name says, this challenge includes mazes that have specific requirements that have to be met while trying to find a path that leads out of the maze. This challenge has 3 difficulty levels: Beginner, Explorer, and Navigator. Each level requires the participants use their critical thinking skills, creativity, and planning to find their way out of the maze. In the beginner level task, the participants move from start to finish. However, every time they reach a red circle, they must turn left or right. They cannot continue straight, and U-turns, going back on the same road, are not allowed. Participants may neglect to follow the requirements of how they are allowed to move through the maze, especially at the very beginning and end of the maze. Doing so would result in a significant decrease of the maze's complexity level and lower the challenge level. In this level, it may be necessary to remind the participants that they have to turn left or right at the very first red dot at the start. This maze may have various solutions, as one may wander around the maze before finding a way out. In the Explorer level, the participants move through the maze by jumping a certain number of squares, as indicated by the number on the square they land on. They can move vertically or horizontally, but not diagonally. They start at the upper left square at the red 4. In order to get out, they must land directly on the finish square. The best approach to solving any maze is to try different paths. Encourage the participants to do just that and observe what happens. Through trial and error, they should be able to identify which directions lead to dead ends and should be avoided. You may also suggest to the participants to work backwards and identify which locations in the maze must be reached in order to successfully get out of the maze. In the Navigator level, the participants are asked to construct their own maze similar to the one they solved in the Explorer level. To create this maze, the participants will need to choose a location for their start. That square will still have a number on it and will count in a jump. Next, they will construct a path that will take them from start to finish. To complete the maze, they will need to add false starts and endings, and then fill in the rest of the maze. It is important for participants to check the maze for unexpected answers. Don't forget that the Facilitator Guide includes information about setting up the challenge and additional supports for participants as they work through the tasks. Thank you for facilitating the Maze Challenge. We hope you have fun.